welcome back to Salon Secrets. It's just the two of us today.
We're a two-man band today.
We're a duo. We've got everyone's either poorly, away, busy, actually working.
Yeah.
We make the time. We make the effort.
With a solid.
Always rely on us.
The reliable ones.
Oh, don't mind me as well. I'm a little bit poorly, so I sound a little bit bungled up, and I'm trying not to give it to Ella, even though Amy gave it to me. So I'm sure it will
And
eventually.
I was next to Amy.
I know. I don't know how it went over you. It got to me.
I'm like, I don't get it.
But I'm hoping it doesn't go around the salon because it's really not nice. So yeah, if I do sound a bit bungled up today, that is why. But the question of the week is, what is the worst thing a friend has ever done to you? And I put in brackets, now ex-friend, the betrayal. So there's quite a good few ones. Starting off strong. This girl said, got her sister's boyfriend to pull a knife out on me when I was 12 weeks pregnant.
Sister's boyfriend.
So her old
Friends.
best friend got her sister's boyfriend to pull a knife out on her when she was 12 weeks pregnant.
I'm assuming they were arguing at the time. I want more story.
What level of argument though?
Yeah, that's
has that
just
gone
horrible.
to like, I'm arguing
Yeah,
with you, you're getting your sister's boyfriend to come after me.
Yeah, that's not between the girls anymore.
Pull a knife out
That's
on me.
horrible.
Like, that's like, I'm calling the police.
Yeah.
That's not like, we're
crime.
not, yeah, that's next level.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't know.
She's really tried to scare her.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Like,
That's
what did she
horrible.
do
Yeah.
to get to that level? Because
I wanna
that's awful. But then she said she got her comeback. So she said, I slashed her tyres on her brand new Mercedes. Bitch, don't mess with me.
I mean, karma, innit?
But I'd be scared. I'd be like, you know it's me.
Yeah.
You know it's me that's done this to you. So
And
you're
your
going to
sister's
come back to
boyfriend
me.
gonna come back.
Yeah, your sister's boyfriend's going to come fucking pull another knife out of me. Whilst I'm pregnant, I'm doing all these antics as well.
No,
Bless
I wouldn't go
her.
to sleep at night.
No, I'd be
I'd be so
terrified.
on edge.
And it's so she said her brand new Mercedes as well. Bitch, don't mess with me.
That's like £200 tyre, surely.
I think as well I heard if you do something to people's tyres, it's actually better to do three.
Three. I
So they
heard
have to
that.
pay for a whole new set.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I feel like
It's something like the insurance won't cover it if it's 3.
Yeah.
But it will cover it if it's 4.
yeah. So
Or
I'd
something
just
like
slash
that.
the last one
Yeah,
if it was me.
just 2.
Just
One side.
I just get it all done and then I know I'm claiming off it.
Oh,
so-
your own?
Yeah.
Last
So
one.
if you slash 3 of mine, I'd just slash the 4th one just to make it so I'm claiming.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you make me pay
Yeah.
for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm going through the insurance. Nothing worse than when a friend forgets your birthday.
Yeah.
And then an extension of that, following from it, when they don't turn up to your birthday celebrations.
I've got a thing with that. Like, I feel like in your friendship group, that's the one time a year
You show up. Yeah.
Like, you adults, you're busy, blah, blah, but birthdays, you have to just make the effort.
You know when my birthday
Yeah.
is. And if you don't remember to say happy birthday,
Yeah.
I'm going to remember that. And when it's your birthday, don't expect me to say it to you.
If your friend doesn't say happy birthday, they're not your friend.
I'd be
They're
fuming.
not your friend.
I'd be
And
waiting
when it's
all
your birthday,
day.
you organise it.
Yeah.
So you organise, I'm going for a meal, guys, I'm going for a night out. So if you put all the effort in, all you want is them to turn up.
Yeah.
And to not even turn up, I think that's so bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I've seen so many TikToks where it was my friend's 21st birthday and I was the only one to show up and it was like, or what she did and it was like in a
Yeah.
beautiful like little outside white tent thing. What are they called?
Marquee?
Yeah, like one of
Yeah.
them and she had like a whole like drinks table and it was just her.
And you paid all that money for your
yeah,
friends to
and
go.
you've made all that effort and I think especially if they say like, yeah, I'm coming and then they don't show up, it's like...
I'll always turn up. If it's my friend's birthday,
Yeah.
I'm there. Even if I'm
It's
like,
so
unless you're
upsetting.
dying.
Yeah, I think it's like standing excuses like you're pregnant, you're
Yeah.
not here, like you're away,
You're actually on
or
holiday.
you're dead.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because other
On
than
your
that,
deathbed.
usually as well birthdays you're making the plans far in advance.
Yeah.
So I'm letting
And
you
a
know.
lot of the time you don't do it on your birthday's on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You do it on a Saturday. People will make the time. And if you're on holiday,
Yeah.
you see them the week after. You
Yeah.
can always do something in that month at least.
100%.
Like if I was on holiday, I'd be like, I'll see you the Saturday I get back.
Yeah. I have a birthday month anyway. I
Yeah.
feel like I spread it out the whole month.
Yeah, I
I'll
do.
do something with you lot, my actual friends, my family, my
My actual
boyfriend.
friends.
You lot are my actual friends. I mean like outside
I know
work
what you mean, that's
friends.
what I say.
Yeah, my actual friends.
I'm like, my work friends.
You lot are
My
just
work
my
friends are
fake
like,
friends.
what do you mean, your actual friends? I'm like, you're all friends, just different segments of my life. Okay?
So you'd have the salon friends
Yeah.
and then your work
Work
friends.
friends.
Yeah, and then,
then
your
my
normal
friend friends. And I have a family party as well. I love it.
Boyfriend friends.
Yeah.
There's loads of
Couples,
friends.
the couple friends.
So it's busy.
Wow.
It's busy.
Booked up.
But if
You've got to show up for your friends' birthdays.
Yeah, I think that's like next level. And I think one of my friends, she said before that she went for her birthday in London and I think people came, but but they just didn't have the energy. So it's like they
Mm.
turned up, but they
And they're,
didn't
like,
want to be
mardy,
there.
and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm not drinking tonight.
Yeah, I've got work
I'm going home
tomorrow.
at 11.
Yeah.
So don't bother coming then.
Yeah, you've wasted your
Send
time
me a
and your
card.
money. Yeah.
If you, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
negative energy.
I agree.
People
I
are
think
just
that is
selfish.
enough for people. People might say that it's really pity to fall out over it,
Yeah.
but I feel like it
I
can
think
be,
bare minimum.
can be deep.
Not
Yeah.
showing up for, like, just turn up to your friend's birthday and being on a good vibe.
Yeah.
Bare minimum.
Yeah,
That's all you're asking for.
I
Once
agree.
a year.
Yeah.
Once a year.
I agree completely. Changed my name off the Ibiza and Marbella trip and took someone else 1 week before we were due to go.
No, I think it's...
Yeah.
I've heard that story. That is... Yeah, she told me the full story.
Yeah, I'd be so upset.
Not nice.
I'd be so
And I
upset.
don't think... Because I was saying to her, oh, did you have, like, a big argument before? No.
Yeah, just something minor.
Yeah. I think they were just, like, talking about something and I think she was just, like, busy or... I don't know, something had happened really minor
Yeah.
and their response was, like,
Bye.
kick her off the holiday.
Yeah. This
And
is
you
why
paid
I
money
always want
towards
to be
it.
the lead passenger.
Yeah.
Because I
No,
won't do that
no.
to somebody else.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't do that, but people are that bad to do it to you. I'd be fuming if they did that and someone just had to pay for the name change and they took my holiday money.
Yeah. That's so nasty. Did she have to pay for the... Or does someone buy it off her?
No, I think with that, I feel like
lost
it was
her
like
money.
she lost it and whoever that girl was just paid for the name change.
Oh my god, I'd sue.
I'd sue
I'm ringing Tui. She just let it happen.
I think so.
No.
I think so. I'm not completely
I
sure,
remember
but
asking, and I'm sure she said she just had to like give it up.
oh, I'd be so upset.
No. And what? And she followed the girl that went, and she watched all the stories.
And that whole
imagine,
friendship group.
Imagine watching the stories of where like, oh, that's a restaurant I booked.
Yeah.
And that's where I plan to go.
That's the table we booked at Ocean Beach.
I would never ever speak to them again. Never ever. I hope she's not friends with them now, is she?
I hope not.
No.
I hope not. She
If you
deserves
watch
better.
it,
She's
You
she's
best
you're
never
surrounded by
ever
some
speak
bad
to them.
people.
Yeah.
Other than us.
Yeah.
You got
Don't
some
speak
bad
to them
people.
ever again. That's evil.
Um,
People are horrible.
she said that she can't be my friend because I got more attention from boys than her.
Ooh.
I think this
Imagine
though.
saying that. I think people think this.
I was going to say, I don't
I'm
think they have the
surprised she
guts
said
to
that
say
with her
it.
chest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
they
the first
think
thing
it,
I thought.
and then they just distance or they just don't
Yeah.
go out with you. But I think for her to say that to her,
At least she's being honest.
yeah, she's got the balls.
Yeah.
Like,
I
listen,
do
you're
think
too
that's a
pretty.
thing, yeah.
You're
With
too
a lot of
pretty.
like single girl groups or yeah, like friendship groups where you're both out with boys. I think some girls will be a bit like,
Yeah.
because it's not nice. Like if you are even when I'm out with I've got a boyfriend obviously. When I'm out and all my friends are like getting attention because I obviously give off or I make sure.
The
I'm like,
boyfriend
no.
vibe is
But after a bit you're like,
there.
oh, wow, I really feel quite clapped right now.
Yeah.
'Cause
I know what you're saying.
Not even looking. You're like,
I know
even
what
though
you're
you
saying.
don't want it,
Yeah.
you just
It's
like
like
don't
it's
worry,
hard,
I'm-
isn't it? Because it's like you're not saying that you want the
No.
attention, and if someone did give it to you, you'd be like, I've got a
But I
boyfriend.
can understand if I was single and that was happening.
Yes. Yeah.
And a boy comes over and doesn't even look in your direction and goes straight for your friend.
And they've got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
You'd be like, she's got a man, or like if she says I've got a man, and then you're just sat there like,
Yeah.
I
She's got a
haven't-
boyfriend and look at her and you're like,
I haven't know. Yeah, I feel like that's.
I can understand how like in single girls it can get a bit not
Yeah.
competitive, but I don't know. You'd probably get a bit.
Because you've got to think as well, when you're going out, you put in your best clothes on.
Yeah.
You're trying to feel the
And they walk
best
past
you
you
can
straight
feel.
to your mate, you'd be like,
Yeah.
I'd go home.
Yeah.
No,
And
I wouldn't
especially
know.
like.
I like going out enough.
Yeah.
If I was single, I'd be
Yeah.
like, no, I'm staying out.
But
I
it's
can understand
enough
after a
for
bit.
someone to be like, I'm going home. Like, I just feel like
Yeah.
shit. And that's like the only bit of validation I might have needed. Because I know
Yeah.
some girls obviously don't need male validation,
No.
but some do.
I like when you're single.
Yeah. You
Because that's
need
your thing.
someone.
Like you're looking for boys. So
Yeah.
like that's what you want.
You're single and ready to mingle.
Yeah.
You're out there looking good for that. Whereas, pardon me, when you're in a relationship, and I feel like when you go out, you still want to look nice.
Yeah, you still want even I like
you're there to have a good
now
time.
I'm not single. Compliments from girls in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what I get ready for.
Yes.
That's why I get ready.
Yes. That's
I
amazing.
don't want males to look at me. I
Yeah.
want a girl to be like, love your dress. I'm like,
Thank you so much.
I think love your makeup.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks. That's all you want, just someone
Yeah.
to be like, you look nice. I'm like,
Yeah.
thank you. I spent 3 hours getting ready.
Yeah.
It's worth
It
it.
took me fucking ages.
I pin these girls for an hour. But so she said she's just not don't want to be friends with
Yeah.
them.
No, she said you can't be friends with me because I get more attention.
She
than
must
the
be
boys.
quite a jealous person.
Yeah.
Because I get a little bit inside being like, oh, like my friend always
Yeah.
gets attention. But to be like, I can't be around you.
Yeah, you've got balls to say that. That
Yeah,
means
at
it's
least-
happened on a lot of occasions.
She obviously gets quite jealous and can't like.
Yeah.
Because you should enjoy your friends pulling. You know, if I'm
Yeah.
single, I'd be like, you go for him, I'll go
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
We can share. There's enough men around.
Because usually as well we have different types.
Yeah.
So are we got the same type here, or is
Yeah.
like my type just liking you, and my type
Yeah.
doesn't actually like me?
Maybe she's got a very specific type and they
Yeah.
keep like going
Going
for
for
her.
whatever her friend
But
looks
usually
like.
like, yeah. when I've been on holiday with my single friends, there's usually a group of boys, and they can usually pick one.
Yeah.
There's
And
always
it
a few
usually
to go
matches,
around.
doesn't it? Yeah.
No one really goes to the same boys, so I think
Yeah.
if you're going for different boys, leave each other to it.
Yeah. But I also think as well, in that situation, if she said that to her, she should be like, more, not saying it to her, go out as a group, so it's not one-on-one,
Yeah.
so that in a way they have
Some
to pick.
girls are boyfriends, some girls.
Yeah, like there's a group of you, so like they might not pick that friend who you think is the prettiest, but they might go for someone else, which might help your
Yeah.
ego a little bit.
Maybe if there's a 2, it's more obvious.
Yeah,
because it's
you, not me.
just me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas
there's
if
only
you do
2
5,
choices.
6, it's
Yeah.
more like, oh, 3 boys came over and like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of get where
Yeah.
she's coming from, but wow.
But like no, like I say, no girl would actually say that.
No.
So
I think a lot of girls think that but wouldn't say it.
tried to glass me on a night out because a lad brought me a drink and not her. In brackets, she did have a boyfriend at the time.
Oh.
So again,
Wow,
that's the
it's
same
boys again,
energy.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jealous friends.
Yeah, that's scary.
Tried
like
to
boy-
glass me. Imagine that.
Like, over the head.
Coming for you, Ella.
Oh my god, over a boy. He's like, oh, you got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
Imagine going home and
That
telling
would
your
weird
boyfriend.
now. If my friend with a boyfriend did that
Yeah.
to me, I'd be like, you've got issues.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going
You're
to tell you mine.
so you're so jealous.
Yeah.
And you want male attention even when you've got a boyfriend as well. That's 2 red flags.
Yeah.
You're not being loyal,
No,
and you're that jealous of me. You want to hurt me.
you're glassing me in the club. Like, we're
Is
both
that like
gonna get
empty
kicked
glass? Not
out.
swilling. That's empty glass,
Like-
like throwing at her.
That's like
glassing.
No, that's like smashing
That's-
a glass so it's like fucking sharp. I'm fucking going at you.
It's
Like, fucking shank.
No. That's some people scare me. No, you shouldn't be jealous of your
To the
friends.
next level. That was like on the last episode as well. We spoke about a girl. Wait, no, what was it? I think it was like most awkward place she's seen your ex, and it was
Mhm.
like I'd seen him in a club with his new girlfriend, and she tried to strangle me, and it was
Oh.
like, what? She tried to strangle. I'd be like, you've got him. I don't
Yeah.
want him. Like that was our point. So like the fact that she has a boyfriend as well, I'd be like,
What's
you
your
have a man.
problem?
Why can't I
Yeah.
talk to this guy?
Yeah,
What's
you should.
wrong?
I would love my friends like pulling. You know, when they're single, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
Be
like,
the
which
silent
one?
wingman.
Love it.
Yeah, like help them out however you can.
yeah, she's got issues then. And the girls like that, you're going to struggle to keep friends. You're going
Yeah.
to struggle to have friends if that's
Yeah.
your opinion towards girls.
Yeah,
And
no.
your single friends pulling, you've got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
That would be so funny. Imagine
You've
my
just
single
got to
friends
be a
pulling,
little
I'm like,
silent cheerleader. And
Yeah.
you just got to be a little cheerleader in the
woo.
background for
I'm always
her.
like, which one do you like? I'll go and ask him if he's single. Before they're like confident enough in their drink.
Yeah.
They know one drink down, I'm like, which one? I'll ask them.
I'll go over. I can imagine you trying to get over there to ask like a little,
Yeah.
just do a little dance across the floor like you. My friend wants to be you.
I'm
You
like,
interested?
I'm like,
Are you interested?
my friend's like, oh my god, so bad. Like they
They're
have
like,
just sent me over. They're like, oh.
They're like, I really don't want you to ask, but go,
Yeah.
go,
Like, no,
go,
don't.
go.
Only if you're sure. Oh no, don't. You sure? I'm like, yeah. It's my favourite. I get bored on that out.
Yeah.
I like to be involved.
So I mean, you're that friend. You're not this
Yeah.
one. You're the
No,
other
that's
friend.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Say,
Crazy.
she wasn't your friend anyway, so.
So this one was my friend stole money from me in my home. So a little bit more from this because I got it in another message as well. Is that the friend moved in with her, and once she moved out, the friend did realise that she'd stolen like money and like clothes from the girl who took her in, like to live with her. So imagine like your friend moves out and you're like, 250 quid's
Oh
gone
my
from
God.
my stash where like save my money.
Yeah.
I
Only
haven't
she
touched
would
it.
know where that is.
Do you know what I mean? Like, she's living here, so she must go through things. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, don't go through drawers. If you live here, you live here.
Yeah.
But you've stolen money. So it's proving it. It's having the conversation.
Yeah.
And then, like, my clothes. Where have my nice clothes gone? Where's all my,
And
my
you've
nice
been
dresses?
nice and let them
Yeah.
stay there.
That's enough to end a friendship.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you've lied and you've gone through all my shit.
They're not a nice person.
I'd be
I had
fuming.
a client tell me, over Christmas she her friend didn't have, I think her family was away or something, or I can't remember what the situation was. She said, oh, come round mine for Christmas. And they were like at her family home playing games and stuff, and it started off, they were playing, what's that game where you all have a gift and you like swap it and you say stick or twist, and
I
you
don't
keep
even know.
Yeah.
No.
You
Can
like
we
have
do
a
that at
present
Christmas?
each, yeah. You have like really bad ones or really good ones, it's like funny.
Okay.
And then you like stick or twist and you keep swapping gifts. And she knew what one of the presents was or something, and then the granddad had it, so they were all like low key, leave granddad to have it, he really wants to have this thing.
Yeah.
And the friend that she'd invited round was like, no, I want it, and kept taking it off him, so she ended up having it. And then she brought round a bottle of vodka or something for the family, and at the end of the night, no, she'd hidden it halfway through the night so no one had it, and then left with it. Then she slept over at my client's house, and then there was like bits missing. She'd taken like not things that weren't hers, but like the presents from the game. She'd made sure she'd taken whatever she could find. She'd taken the vodka that she'd brought as a gift.
As a gift.
Like, you've had me for Christmas.
Wow.
Taken the whole bottle back. And she said during the night, everyone was like, "Where's that bottle of vodka gone?"
Yeah, like we need it.
Mute. Didn't say anything. She was letting everyone look for it. And she was like, she'd like snuck it back in the car. So when she left, she'd like made sure, and my client was like, "That vodka's gone. That present's gone." She'd taken like any food that was left over that was like unpackaged. She'd like just
Like a scavenger.
yeah. And she'd come round to someone's family home for Christmas.
For Christmas, they've taken you in.
Yeah.
That's awful.
And take it off the ground. And the granddad was like really happy to have this present that she didn't get. She was like,
Aw.
"I want it." Obviously, she was like, it was just a game, but everyone knew, like, let granddad have that
Yeah,
because
like,
he really wants
yeah.
that.
And you
And she
would,
was
wouldn't
like,
you?
no.
You just go along with it.
Yeah.
But she's like, "No, I want it. I know it's good."
I was like, "We're not friends anymore."
If it's not even good, you'd be like, she wanted it. She would make it a point that she was going
Yeah.
to take it.
But imagine bringing like a bottle of champagne for the parents, like, "Thank you," and then sneaking it out halfway through the night. She said she remembered like she went to her car at one point, so that must have been the moment that she like snuck it up in with like a pillow or
Wow.
bags. This
That's
brand new bottle of vodka
awful.
and just took it.
I'd be fuming.
Yeah, that reminded me. Letting someone in your house,
Oh.
then taking stuff.
And what? She's not friends with her anymore.
No,
Not
oh, that
surprised.
good.
Not surprised.
She thought there's always little things, and that was the final thing. She's like, "Yeah, no."
So there was two that was like this. One saying got with my now ex-boyfriend, and another one said that my best friend at the time sucked off my ex. So she'd just broken up with her boyfriend, and then found out that her best friend had sucked his.
I thought that was quite common, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
When
Like
she
friends
sent
to
this,
get
I
erected.
messaged
When
her.
I was
was like,
younger, I
what?
feel like that happened all the time.
That's awful.
Maybe like 18, 19. Yeah, I know a couple of people.
My man, my ex-man,
Yeah.
the one that I've sat with you and cried about how
Yeah.
this man has made me feel.
If you can do that, bottom of the
And
barrel.
then you've done that. So,
Horrible.
like, both of you have done me dirty.
Yeah.
Like, I can't talk to neither of you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's just reminded me as well. There was in the salon, on Saturday, that
Mhm.
girl who came in and she said went to the spa. So
Think we
story
can tell
time.
that?
Yeah, she said it. She was like,
Yeah,
"Go on."
yeah,
She was
yeah,
like, "It's
yeah.
not my story," so I heard
Yeah,
it.
we don't even know the people.
So she said this lady did. She went to a spa at the weekend and she went for a massage. And as she went into the massage room for her with her masseuse, the masseuse was like, "Sorry, like it's really unprofessional, but I just need to talk to someone about what just happened." And she was like, "Okay, go on then." She was like, "Well, this girl just came in for a massage," and she was like, going through the form of like, "Oh, so you like oil? You want to do deep massage? Blah blah blah." She was like, "Yeah, but also I'm pregnant, but I didn't write it down on the thing." So she was like, "Oh, okay, no worries, but why?" And she was like, "Oh, is it a surprise? Like, does your boyfriend not know yet?" And she was like, "Oh no, it's my best. I've had sex with my boyfriend's best friend, and I'm pregnant."
And she was there
With
with the boyfriend, the best friend, and the
the girlfriends,
best
like
friend's
as
girlfriend.
a boyfriend, girlfriend.
And she slept with her boyfriend's best friend. And the girlfriend was there. And the boyfriend was there.
And the masseuse was like, "Oh my god!" So obviously she just did the massage, whatever, and then she had to tell the girl like, "I need to tell somebody."
Yeah.
And we were saying like, if I was the masseuse, I'd be like, "I'm taking my lunch now. I need to follow this girl out. I need to see
Yeah.
who the other
She
players
was like,
are."
is she never going to tell him?
Yeah. Or
What
is
we
she
do-
gonna say like, "Is it
Is she going to
my
try
boyfriend's baby?"
Is she going to try and get away with that for life?
Is she gonna tell the best friend, "Listen, it's your baby, but don't say a word.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's his."
Because then she's got to trust that she's got to live with that. She's got to trust that he's going to live with that secret forever and never say anything. It's going to come out at some point.
Yeah.
It's going
So
to...
would you, if you were in that bad situation,
I
would you
wouldn't-
just not tell?
How have you got yourself in that
anyone?
situation? How have you like...
And we said, how was she so sure that it was the
Yeah,
best
that's
friend?
what we were saying.
Unless she was not having sex with her boyfriend.
She must be so... She must have worked out a date. Well, maybe she's not 100% sure, but she's obviously sleeping with the best friend.
Maybe
So-
she's with the best friend more than she's with her boyfriend. So
she's probably
thinking,
thinking
"It's
there's a
gotta be him."
high chance this could be his.
Yeah.
But yeah, if she's definite, it must be like worked about the dates, and maybe it's every once a month with her boyfriend, and the best friend's like every weekend, and she's worked back the dates, and she just knows.
make anything worse. I said it to my boyfriend. I was like, "What would you do if like I slept with your best friend?" And he was like, "It wouldn't be life wouldn't be worth living for either of you."
Yeah.
He was like, "It would ruin everything in life.
Oh,
like it would be the
yeah.
most betrayal I could ever feel. Like not
Yeah.
even like just cheating, but like there's now a child."
I've just got goosebumps.
You actually have.
That's,
There's
I'm
actually
just
now a
picturing that in
child.
my life. I'm
Yeah.
like,
There's
ugh.
actually now a child that could be present
Yeah.
due to what you did behind my back.
I want to know the whole, like, how did they start even getting to the point? You just carried on both in your couples.
Yeah. Because then we said as well, didn't we? Like, they must be close and she must be close to this other girlfriend. Otherwise, I wouldn't just go to the spa with my boyfriend and his
you've got
girlfriend
to
if
be
I didn't
quite
really know
good
her.
mates, Yeah.
Yeah, like, we'd have to be doing things on a regular. And that's like a let's have a day out together. Like, not just we'll
Yeah.
go for a coffee or we'll go
How
for
are
a
they
meal.
meeting up?
Yeah.
How are they?
Like, when is that happening?
Yeah, they must not live that far.
No.
Do you know what I mean? They
To
must
make
live
that
kind
work.
of close. Oh, I would never.
I
No
just
offense to my
couldn't.
boyfriend's best friend.
No offense to you.
No way in hell.
No, because you don't see them like that, do
No,
you?
it's
that's
like
your-
brother vibes,
yeah,
isn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
That's my
I don't know how you've
boyfriend's-
gone like
yeah.
flirty vibes.
No.
They're my brothers.
No.
Like,
Literally, my boyfriend's best friend, he'll come round and I'll say like, oh, because he's like, he lives there. I'm like, can you get me a drink? He's like, don't tell me what to do. He's like, no, I'm joking, what do you want?
It's like bickery,
Yeah,
brother
and he'll go
sister
to my
vibes,
kitchen
yeah.
and get me a drink because he knows where everything is, and that's it. And
Yeah.
I won't move. Like, that's so I could not imagine
No.
it ever being more than
Oh.
just like you say, another friendship.
Unless I'm trying to think. Maybe the history's like she fancied him initially, didn't get with him, had to settle for the best friend. He's now got a girlfriend, but always fancied him. There must be some kind of.
It's like, how does that
She must
switch though?
fancy him
Like,
a
where
bit.
where did
To
that
sleep with
moment
him.
happen where they thought like,
Yeah.
like let's just
Who messaged you first?
let's
Who was
or like
let's
let's have
take
a night out and
this
we'll
on?
just get a kiss.
Yeah.
And then it was like
But then
texting.
why have been on out just them two? They must be on a couple's night out. It must start with messaging. Must have been messages.
I need to know more.
I know.
We said we know the spa,
But we
like,
can't
shall
even
we
ask
just
more
ring?
because the client
Doesn't know anymore.
they were strangers at the spa that she was at, so
She didn't even
Masseuse's
know.
never gonna even know.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the spa name then. I'm not gonna say that.
but we should
We
ring
need
the
to contact
spa.
them.
Like, we know the
Who's
masseuse
booked in
name.
this date?
We know the masseuse name. Remember
Oh
what
yeah,
she
yeah,
said.
yeah.
We'll say I need to speak to. Like, we'll call her Becky,
Yeah.
and we'll say, Becky, listen, our client tells this story.
Yeah,
Do you
she'll-
have any more info?
She'll remember that appointment date forever.
Yeah.
She'll know it was this date at 2 p.m.
Yeah, because you got to imagine as well. Like, in obviously salon environments, we hear a lot of chit chat, but in a massage place, it's silence.
One by one as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
But you don't talk, do you? It's
No.
like you lie down.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Yeah, amazing.
It was
That's
obviously
it.
a couple's massage, so she was like, "Don't say anything
Yeah.
about being pregnant." Because then he'd be like, "Oh, babe."
And the
Ma-
masseuse
imagine
was
your
so
heart.
pure, wasn't she? She
Like,
was like, "Oh, is it a
yeah.
surprise?" And she was like, "No, it's the best friend." She was probably like,
I don't think I'd even tell the masseuse.
"No,
I'm taking that to
no,
the grave.
no, I
I'm not
wouldn't.
pregnant, but
yeah.
don't say anything 'cause it's a surprise. Yeah,
Yeah, you wouldn't,
it's a
would you?
surprise. Why would you be like, it's the best friend?
You wouldn't.
She obviously is burning to tell somebody.
Yeah,
She's
she
obviously
can't
not told a
tell anyone.
soul. She's like, "I'm gonna tell this stranger." You need to
Imagine
get it
if
off my
she
chest.
actually watches this and she's like, "Fuck, that's me." My story's out there.
Yeah, yeah, because she's probably from
Within
around
the area.
Nottingham.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If it's you, I
Chances
don't know what
are
you're gonna do.
Please write in, please. Give us a whole backstory.
Yeah, we
wanna
won't
know.
say your name or who
No.
and what you are and what you do.
What you are.
But wow,
Yeah, we want to know the whole story.
like, are you gonna keep it? Because even if
She
like,
must be. She must be keeping it at this point.
It's a
Because
big
she's
decision,
telling
isn't
people.
it?
Yeah. And it's if you're like 31, you're like, "Oh, finally I'm pregnant."
Yeah.
Maybe the boyfriend's infertile and they know this already. That's
I
why
love
she
how
knows.
we've gone through this and we're like rolling with it.
That's why she's so sure it's the best friend. Maybe they're having like
Then she
fertility
can't
issues.
tell him, can she? Then the boyfriend, because then
Yeah, or she's
Oh,
like,
no.
"Miracle."
it's a
Miracle. It's yours. We were saying we hope the best friend looks a bit like the boyfriend.
Yeah.
We're hoping they've got a similar vibe so the baby could pass.
Yeah.
Hopefully it looks a lot like her.
Yeah.
So she can be like, "Of course it's yours."
Or if they're both just like brown hair. What is it?
Yeah,
What's that
just-
song that everyone's singing here? It's like, I want a man in finance.
Oh, 6'5", blue eyes, trust fund.
That one.
Looking for a man in
That's
finance.
what I'm picturing. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's the,
I'm thinking
the guys
simple
I'm picturing.
white boy, very plain, nothing. No one's got strong features either way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you find
Just
them.
standard but pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
And then I
actually,
can imagine her.
plain.
She's pretty.
yeah.
I don't know why.
You've just said she's pretty.
She's pretty. Want to know more? Want to know
I can't believe
more?
that people are living this real. This is their real life.
Yeah.
They wake up every morning. This is their situation. I can't believe it.
Everyone I wake up like, here we go again.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'd be
What
like,
am I gonna
"Oh,
do?"
wasn't a nightmare.
Fucking hell.
I feel like my life's so boring compared to these people.
I know, but like, we don't have
I
this
live.
stress.
Yeah, we live through
Yeah.
them.
We don't have this stress. Like, the most stress, I don't even know what me and my boyfriend argue about. It's stupid shit.
Like, "Oh, you're going at 8 o'clock. You told me you're going at 6. I'm
Yeah.
sorry."
Literally, yeah.
Like bickers. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, you said you
That's
were
enough
free
for
today.
me. But yeah.
You said you were free
You
today.
said you'll see
I'm
me
like, oh, I
tonight.
forgot
Why
I
are
had
you doing that?
podcast.
Yeah.
I had podcast to do,
Yeah,
and then I've got to go there.
It's like boring stuff.
Yeah.
I'll take that actually.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I couldn't cope with that. I wouldn't sleep at night.
No, me neither.
The guilt.
Back to the one that we went off from the best friend who sucked off my ex-boyfriend. I remember her saying as well when she found out that she battered the girl, like her best friend. Like, she battered her.
You'd have to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't physically, but
No, she did.
verbally.
She
Oh,
did.
fair
And
enough.
she said if she watches this, she'll know it's about her. And she was like, and a kid.
Wow.
And I was like, listen, I've never been done dirty like that, but I can imagine if I did, I'd be feeling the exact same.
If I thought I could win, maybe.
But if you knew you was going to lose, never speak to me again.
Yeah.
I'm done
Blocked.
with you.
Yeah, just block. A bit of verbal abuse. That's far as I would go.
Over text.
Yeah.
Not to face.
Yeah, because when you go to beat someone up and you get absolutely battered, I'm like, never mind.
Humbling.
That's bad.
Innit?
Again, that's another one. Fancies her
A boyfriend.
her
Or no,
boyfriend,
ex-boyfriend.
her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
So you fancied my man that whole
And
time.
there was 2 of them. And then this one, the last one, says stayed at my ex's house in his bed, in brackets, whilst we were together, and then the day that we broke up as well. So that means it was a continuous thing that she found
She's
out
in love with your
afterwards.
boyfriend. She's in love with your
Jealousy.
boyfriend. Yeah.
Can't stand that.
Your friends, naturally, you don't have the same type, I feel.
I don't feel like that.
I feel like girls all have quite specific types. Like, you know, in the salon, we
That's what I
have all
was
got
just about to say.
very different. Like, there's no way any of you would all like, oh, fancy the same boy.
Yeah.
By a long... And that's
Actually,
like
picture
12
all of our
us.
boyfriends. None of
Yeah.
them look anything alike.
Yeah.
Anything
And
alike.
that's like 12 girls,
Yeah.
maybe more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of
So
them
the
look
chances
anything alike.
that your like best friend fancies your boyfriend, like that is...
Like we said, it's the forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not even about the looks. It's like, I see how well you treat my friend. I want some of that. And you're
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah.
You make me laugh because I'm her friend. And then they just take
I feel
that
like
and
maybe
run
when
with
you're
it.
younger, I feel like I always say this, when you're younger, it doesn't seem as serious.
Yeah.
So I feel like younger girls are going to do it a bit more just because you're not living together 6 months.
Yeah.
They're 19. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't a husband.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
not
like
going to be forever.
they could persuade themselves a bit because they're like, oh, not serious. Well, I feel like if it happened at our age,
Yeah, it's deep.
that is deep. I
It's
think that's
being
why we're
spoken
so like,
Yeah.
because it's like long relationships, we're all adults now.
Yeah.
If you, like that girl that's pregnant, she's probably an adult.
Yeah.
Well, obviously an adult, but
Yeah.
she's probably like 20s, late 20s.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm
That's
saying
serious.
like we said, like
I'm
31.
picturing they both got houses. They
Yeah.
moved in together.
Yeah.
Possibly
Serious
engaged.
jobs. Yeah.
They're serious adults. If you're doing it then,
To be going for spa dates
there's
together.
no excuse then.
No.
You're an adult and
Yeah.
you've still like chased after that forbidden fruit.
Oh, it's awful. Right, okay. We've got the story time.
I forgot about this.
Yeah. I don't know if we did it last time. Did we, Svet? We
the
did.
last one I
feel
was
like
on,
we
yeah.
did. Yeah, we did a lot
Read
of
the question and
advice.
then the story time.
So, girls, I need your advice. Me and my partner got together almost 9 months ago. From the very beginning, I made every effort with his mum, as having a close family / in-laws is super important to me. And then she said that doesn't make sense. Very the start, she was very cold towards me.
At the very start.
Yes, she missed that
She
word.
was, yeah.
She was very cold towards me. Never looked me in the eyes. Sometimes didn't even acknowledge me when me and my partner, in brackets her son, would go to her house. She religiously manipulated / gaslit and controlled my partner whilst he was living at home. We then found out unexpectedly, and then in brackets again, unplanned and super surprised but over the moon, that we were pregnant. We waited to tell both our parents, and we moved out in the process to make sure that we were on track for welcoming a new child. Cut to 12 weeks and we found out that we'd lost the baby. Then, so sorry about that, that's really sad. The night after this happened, his mum asked for him to go and babysit his 14-year-old sister. She asked this regularly so that she could go and see her boyfriend. He then said that he couldn't, and then went on to explain that we had been pregnant but we had lost her and we both needed to be with each other. I think I then replied and I said, like, please tell me more. And she said, and that he needed to stay with me as I was super fragile. And she went to go on and offer him money to leave me on my own that night so that she could go out. She has then since offered him money to leave me, like fully leave me.
Oh.
So she has a constant dog and child sitter if he moved back home so she can live freely. We are now basically in the process of breaking up and him moving out with all of this because of how his mother treats us. I never wanted to be the girl that asked him to choose between his mother and me, but I feel extremely confused and heartbroken. His mum has also been the reason for almost all of the trauma and abuse he has suffered as a child, but he still chooses to pick her over our family. Please help me, what do I do? So sorry for the long message. That's a really awful situation to be in. From the get-go of you saying that, from like you want a close family, I can assume that she must have a close family back home on her side, because I feel like most families that are close want the same for the other half. So obviously she wanted that, and from the get-go she's been cold towards her, doesn't even look her in the eyes, ignores when she walks into the room, and will manipulate, gaslit and control her partner, her son. And I feel like I spoke to one of my other clients about like this, because she was like, you need to speak about mother-in-laws because some of them are fucking awful.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I've never been through that.
No, me neither.
My like mother-in-law and like past boyfriends, even when I was younger, their mums were always lovely.
Yeah. I feel like it's one or the other.
It is. They're
like,
either
so
up
lovely.
their son's arse,
Yeah.
or they get that their son can be a dick.
Yeah.
And they like know as
They're
a
like
woman.
psychotic and hate women around
Yeah.
their son, like love their kids a bit too much.
Yeah, it's weird.
Or
They're like girl
open
power.
arms,
Yeah,
want to be friends with the girlfriend, which is obviously what you want.
that's what we want. And then obviously when she was pregnant, she lost the baby, and she's saying that she's offered him money to leave her
Yeah.
and move back.
So she gets a
home.
full-time. You don't have a kid to have a full-time babysitter and dog sitter, so you can live your life.
That's insane.
He's an adult. Let him live his life.
Yeah,
But she was saying about like her abusing him.
yeah, that's at the very
So
end.
she's obviously not a nice person.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's called,
doesn't
it's caused
respect her
almost
son.
all the trauma and abuse he suffered as a child, but he will still choose her over me.
Trauma bond vibes, isn't it?
And it's your mum, and I
Probably
feel
quite
like some
yeah.
people,
He's probably scared of
they
her
like
as well.
they can't look past like, oh, but it's my mum. Like
Yeah.
sometimes family doesn't always mean you should stick there.
No.
Like sometimes
When it's
family
your
is bad
mum.
family.
Imagine if you're. We probably can't imagine it,
Yeah,
but if
no.
your mum was abusive to you or like really been nasty to you your whole life, it's still your mum,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like,
And it's the
closest person
standard
to you.
that's been set. Like he probably
He
doesn't
don't know
even
anything else.
understand like the love that his girlfriend
Yeah.
has for him, because he's like, I've never experienced that before.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you love me? It was
Like,
kind
his
of
mum was
like,
very like hot and cold of him and like
yeah, like I feel like some boys, when you get with them, like they get like overwhelmed by the love that you have for them, because
Yeah.
they're kind of like, no one actually has ever done as much as you have, and it's a
Yeah,
bit like,
they're like,
why are you doing
whoa.
that? But it's
Yeah.
like, I'm showing you actually what love feels like,
yeah.
and I think some boys don't know how to deal with it. So I think I don't think that you're wrong for asking him to say pick between you and the mum.
It's sad that they're having to break up over that.
Yeah, I think
That
it's a
is so
very
sad.
sticky situation, and
He's got years of like trauma and this bond with his mum, so it's gonna be really hard to just be like, just like leave, just move
Pick-
out
wait,
with me,
pick
and just yeah.
yeah,
I think it's gonna be more like, I feel like you need to offer to like work through it
yeah,
with him and be like, I understand it's your mum,
yeah.
but you are also an adult. You don't
Yeah.
want to be, even when we break up, you don't want to be paid to be a dog sitter and a child sitter.
Like, when
So
are you
she
allowed
can
to leave
do-
then?
Yeah,
Yeah, when are you
she's
allowed
gonna
to
pay
go?
you to be at home to look after her life.
And I think maybe even have a conversation with like the mum and him.
Oh, she sounds scary.
But if you do it together,
Yeah,
then he might hopefully see how she treats you,
yeah.
and he'll be stuck
He
in that
probably thinks
dilemma.
that's normal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
If she's not that very like loving anyway,
yeah,
he's probably not even noticed that she's nasty to you because
yeah, because that's the
just,
standard.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
how she is. I think it's more going to be with him like, they're already breaking up. That's the thing.
Mm,
I think I'd just say to him like, this isn't love. She doesn't know how to treat you
yeah,
nicely, and do you really want to be someone's full-time babysitter
yeah,
and child sitter? I'm assuming.
yeah.
So they move out together then.
I think so. Yeah, when she was pregnant, yeah, she said she was getting life on track for the baby.
And she couldn't give a fuck that she lost a baby. She couldn't give a fuck. She was like, alright, I'll just pay him to leave you.
Yeah.
Hot.
Awful. That's evil.
She's
That's
evil.
evil. Yeah.
I think he needs to go to therapy. He needs to go to therapy and like really.
Yeah, but even then, the therapy isn't going to do
Attentive,
anything
yeah.
if she's the mum's still in his life. But the first step is acceptance in it. So he
Yeah.
needs to accept and realise that behaviour isn't normal, and
Yeah.
then go from there. Because one of my other clients, she was the one who mentioned about mother-in-law. She was like, I know she won't even mind me mentioning this. She listens to like podcasts about evil mother-in-laws. Like when she showed me,
she like searches it.
and it was there instantly, and I was like, babe, that's really bad that that's all you listen to. And she was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm making sure I'm not fucking going crazy, and it's
Yeah.
actually his mum's fucking psycho. And she was saying that the mum or the mother-in-law doesn't like her because she's Russian. She doesn't like her because she's opinionated. She doesn't like her because she will like disagree with things, and I feel
Yeah.
like the mother-in-law is very used to having her own way, and the son again is like the youngest son,
Yeah.
so it's like
The
the last
baby.
baby, and the mum's
He's
struggling.
27, lord.
Yeah,
Let
struggling
him
to
grow
let
up.
him go. And she said she's caught her like rolling her eyes at me when she's like talking to her. So then she said to the boyfriend, like, look, like, if she continues to say things like this, like under her breath, or like, so like it's not enough for you to pick up on that I know that she's making a dig at me. She was like, I can promise you now, like, when we have kids, they're never going round.
Yeah.
she was like, she's got 2 dogs, and she was like, she's not looking after my dogs, and she was like, she loves my dogs, and like that's her like grandkids. Do you know what I mean? For now, so she always wants them. She was like, she's not looking after my dogs. She's not welcome at my house. There'll be no birthday, Christmas, Easter
no
celebrations.
for you.
Yeah, she was like, I will be your partner, and I will be there if we're at a funeral. But other than that, I'm not staying.
You got to
I'm
call
not
people
being.
like that.
And the
I
boyfriend.
don't think that's personal to your client.
No,
that she would be like that with any woman that comes into her son's life, because some women just have this. There's a name for it. There's a name for the weird relationship between mothers and sons, where it's something like they don't get experience like proper love from their husbands or their partners.
Yes.
So when they have the son,
She said this in the podcast.
this is their like dream partner that
Partner.
they've like built.
Yeah.
And because obviously they love their child more than anything, they think they're like experiencing this love, and
That's
they
exactly what
don't
she said.
want to pass it on to.
Yeah. They built something.
They don't want to give
good.
that away.
Yeah.
To another
It's for
girl
them.
because they want it, because they've never had like proper love from a male.
Yeah.
So then they get it all twisted in their head and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
my like dream boy.
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird because they don't fancy them, but it's more like an attachment thing. They're
Yeah.
like,
Because I've made the perfect boy for somebody else to experience.
and very rarely are they actually the perfect boy.
No.
They're just so deluded and like in love with them.
Yeah. Or they're perfect for their mum.
Yeah.
Once you leave, they're dick.
Yeah, they're like a little baby because they baby them. They'll like do the washing, cook their dinners. And like 27, it's like,
Yeah. Grow up.
yeah. So
Yeah.
when a woman comes in, they're like taking their baby off them.
Yeah.
Which I get like the normal mums, like your boy growing up, like you with your son, you'd probably be a bit like, oh,
Yeah.
like miss you, like come round to my house a bit more.
Yeah.
Or, like don't go to your girlfriend's all the time.
Yeah.
But not in an evil way where you're like
Yeah.
rude to the girl.
Yeah. No.
Like why make
'Cause I
your
get that.
son's
Like future
life,
partner like feel
make
that
them-
way.
yeah.
Because like
Make
my
it
boyfriend,
different.
I grew up with I've only got sisters, so I feel like my mum and dad have been very fortunate to have girls.
Yeah.
So when I've seen like how my boyfriend like is just a typical boy, but like if his mum rings, he'll be like, oh, I'll speak to her in a bit. And I'm like, answer the phone.
Yeah.
Like, I'll answer if Mum's ringing, or if she texts saying something, and he's like, well, I'm gonna see you later, so I just won't reply. So I'll speak to her about it later. But as a girl, I'll reply and then I'll be like, I'll still see you later though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I was like, I get it, because I'm like, fuck, like I need a girl when I have another baby, because I don't want to just have a boy that's like,
They're a bit half-assed, aren't they?
yeah, just not really
Very
bothered,
laid back,
because
they're
they're
like,
just a
"Oh."
boy.
Because their mum's always there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Always doting on them. Because
Yeah.
I've got a younger brother, and he is very laid back. Like,
Yeah.
won't return texts, won't return calls, but he is like the apple of my mum's eye.
Yeah.
Like the little baby.
It's just a
'cause
boy
he's-
thing,
yeah.
isn't it? And
she-
they always know it.
He's never in trouble. I
Yeah.
mean, he is probably a bit better than me, as in growing up. But like, if he makes a mess, it's like, oh, Jamesy. Then if I leave like a pot out, it's like, ah! Could I hear that? But if it's James, it's like, oh.
Yeah, we said that as well.
I
Like
like
girls,
this.
if you had like a list of jobs, if you were even the same age, the girl would have more,
Yeah.
because the girl just expected to just know more.
Yeah, my brother just does the bins.
Yeah, or make
Whereas
your
I
bed.
just like help keep the house tidy.
Yeah.
My brother just makes it a mess. But she's like, oh, little golden boy.
Yeah.
Which is cute. Like, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. It's not in a weird way.
Yeah.
But I can definitely see, I'm like,
How it gets to
they
that
get away with
point.
so much
Yeah.
more. Because I feel like when you're a woman, I don't know what it is.
You
There's
are
just
just
a different.
expected to do more.
Yeah. But then when you have a daughter, you probably treat them a bit differently.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't
it's
know.
so weird.
It is standard. But back to the story. I don't know how we got. I don't know
I
where we
don't know
went.
where
I
we
don't know
went
where we
there.
went. What advice do we actually have to give to this girl?
It's, if you really want to make it work and you really want to be with him, I think it's worth saying to him, like, I really want to be with you, and I think the only way this can work is if we like sit down with your mum, like you say,
Yeah.
or like I help you kind of realise what real love is, and we kind of cut her out together.
Yeah.
Like, and even it'll probably be really hard for him, but just be like, I know it's going to be hard because this is like all you've known, but you don't deserve to be someone's little slave, so she can live her life freely. That's not why you were born.
Yeah. I definitely feel like the chat between all three of you.
Because she's won. Now they're
Yeah.
breaking up.
Yeah.
She's got her way.
Can't let
So
you
don't
can't
let that happen.
But then also, if he lets that happen as well,
He ain't your man.
yeah.
Yeah, because you need him to have some fire in his
Yeah.
belly and like.
Like my other client, I think she was like, I said, to my boyfriend, he was like, you know what, babe, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
She's like, next time she does something to you that's not appropriate, I'm going to say to her, I'm not speaking to you until you apologise to her.
Yeah, that's
Do
good.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's.
And then I
energy.
think she did something or said something under her breath, and they were going somewhere, and he was like, I'm going back. And she was like, why? What do you mean? Like, she hadn't said anything. He was like, I heard what you said. You either apologised to her or...
Love
and she was
that.
like, I didn't say anything. And he was like, see you in a bit.
Love that
So
energy.
he needs
That's
to
the energy we
understand.
want.
Yeah,
That
he
is
needs
so
to
good.
understand that like his
You're not
mum
making it
isn't
up.
always
Why
right.
would you make it up?
Yeah, I don't want to have a bad relationship with your mum, but
No.
she's making it so hard.
Yeah.
Like, and also I can imagine as well if you've just lost a baby, your body's going to be going through so many different changes, and your hormones are going to be over the place. You're going through something very emotional. You need your partner to have your back, and you need him to be there to support you, like
Yeah, not just break up.
emotionally.
Oh, I'll break up with you
and
now.
yeah.
Like, what?
So I feel like definitely take this maybe like kind of as a lesson if he doesn't do what
Yeah.
he needs to do.
Tell him what you're expecting of him, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like, you need to step up and we need to sort this.
Yeah.
Or you're not the guy for me.
Yeah, because it ain't on. Wouldn't have it.
No, I wouldn't have it.
Not fair. Don't like it at all. I think yeah, it's difficult. I seen something on another podcast as well, and it said like if what we should do as like couples is never get with someone who is in the same position as us. So are you the oldest sibling?
Yeah.
You should never get with another
Really?
oldest sibling.
I'm with an older sibling.
Are you?
Mm.
It said that you should get
I've
with
seen this.
a
yeah.
middle or a youngest child
Yeah.
or whatever. Like you should never
And
get
it does
with the
make
same.
sense. So I do feel like our arguments are a bit of a power struggle.
Yes.
Because very stubborn.
Yeah.
Both very stubborn, used to getting our own way, kind of in control.
Yeah.
So we have had to learn to be like,
Yeah.
okay, not happy about it, but yeah, you can.
Yeah.
We try and
With like stupid things as
yeah,
well.
stupid things.
Yeah.
I want to go to Nando's. You want to go to Wagamama's,
Yeah.
and no one will give up.
Yeah.
Both of us are like, oh, I'm used to getting my way. Weird, because we're used to like bossing around our little siblings.
Yeah.
Like growing up, you just naturally,
Yeah.
not even intentionally.
Yeah.
You just got your way a bit more because my brother's so chill. His little sister's like my age,
Yeah.
very chill. You just kind of were in control. So yeah, we've had to learn to.
To compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you then?
I'm the middle.
Middle.
And my partner is, well, I say the middle, but like my older sister, she's like my dad's half
Yeah.
sister. I mean, no, my dad, she's my half sister
Yeah.
through my dad. But like growing up, like
Yeah.
she was there if I went to see her, but in my household,
Your
I was the
household.
oldest.
Yeah. You give me older sibling vibes.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm the older out of me.
We're
and
just a
obviously
bit
my
more
younger.
bossy, I feel like.
Yeah.
A bit more stubborn.
So,
just
like,
more
my partner, he's an only child.
right.
So again, we're both like
a
top.
bit of a power struggle.
So I
yeah.
feel like with certain like even just household things, with like the ways of like, can't even think of like stupid shit.
dishwasher.
Yeah, how you load up the
Yeah.
dishwasher, or like the way you hang up washing, or the way we fold the bedding to put it away. Like obviously he had a list of jobs to do when he was
Yeah.
younger as the oldest or the only, and so did I. And I'd be like, that's not how you do it. And he's like,
Yeah.
well, that's how I do it. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, that's not how
It's
I'm
hard to
showed me.
like let go of the reins
like,
in it to be like
The one thing we fucking argue about is the mashed potato.
What?
He needs his mashed potato to be like silky fucking smooth.
Right, and
And
you
I'm
like a
really
bit
not
lump,
bothered.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered if it's got a
Bit
bit
of
of
a
lump in
lump or
it.
two,
Not
yeah.
bothered. Whereas he's like,
That is
no.
so right.
Yeah. But
The main argument in our house,
mashed potato.
mashed potato consistency.
So yeah, he likes it silky fucking smooth, which
And
again,
you're like,
it's
chill out,
nothing.
man.
It's
You
nothing.
mash it then.
Yeah, go for it.
You mash it next
Do you know what I
15
mean?
minutes if you want to.
And he's like, or like, yeah, like washing the pots, like I will just have it all in the sink and go for it. He'll put it on the side and then put it in as he's washing it.
Yeah.
Again, that's just how his mum does it and my mum
It would
does
make
it.
me like,
Yeah, and we both like, he's like, oh, why have you put the pots in the sink again? I'm like,
Yeah.
because that's how I wash them. And he's like, oh, and he gets them all out, but then he won't wash them straight away. And I'm like, you just made more mess
leave
for
them on
no
the draining
reason.
board. No, just put them away then.
Do you know what I mean?
Dry them.
Just put them away.
Kind of makes sense. So
Yeah.
it should be younger sibling with older
Yeah.
sibling.
So you're like used
Trying to
to
think of
them
my
being
friends
in
and
charge.
Yeah, one of my friends, she's younger, he's oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. One's only child.
But it's something we should ask clients in the future.
Yeah.
And like get like opinions on.
Yeah, it does make sense to be fair.
Yeah. So yeah, the last thing that I want to speak about is when I was in the hair salon the other day. I heard something in conversation and I was like, "What are you on about?" And I was like, "That sounds fucking amazing, right?" It's a page on Facebook.
No, I know what you're going to say.
Do you know?
My friend said to me yesterday.
Shut up.
I know what you're going to say.
Shut up.
Is it the red flag /
Yes.
tea Nottingham page
Yes.
about boys?
Yes.
Let me show you what my friend sent me yesterday.
It's a page, guys, basically, and it's called, what is it
Which
called?
is it?
Red Flags or something?
Wait, it will say it here. Are we dating the same guy?
Yeah.
And then it has the location.
Yeah. And there's
And they
different
post, but I can't even show this
locations.
person, but
No,
They
it's got
post-
rules, hasn't it, that you're not
Yeah.
allowed to show things.
so they say the boy, they put the photo on. That's so mad that I got sent that yesterday
Yeah.
and you heard that.
So yeah, it's a
And
page.
then people comment,
yeah,
like, worked with him for a
things
bit.
about
or-
if they are red flags. I love it. So it's a page about in your area. So if you're from Nottingham, Birmingham, there's different groups in London.
Actual page.
And you can join it. And if you are dating someone new and you think like, oh, I don't know anything about him, you can send a picture of this guy to this group, and people will let you know. Like,
is it a private group? Like you have to
join.
I was gonna say, like, imagine the boy saw you.
Yeah, no, you have to join.
Oh my God,
and you have to, and then people will say like, oh no, like he's got a baby mo and 3 kids that he doesn't provide for, or
I need to tell my single friends about this.
Yeah,
that is so clever.
or he's got, I don't know, a warrant for his arrest, or he beats
or like
women.
he was my ex and he was vile.
Yeah, he cheated on me.
Because this one's Nottingham, Derby, Leicester. That's
Yeah.
quite a big range.
area. So I said, pass your phone, I need to have a
What
look.
was the story she was saying?
So I
was
was
she just saying, like, oh,
she
I
just was
found
like,
it?
yeah, she found it, and then she was like, we were all, as the whole hair salon, we were scrolling through it. She was like, oh my God, that's my ex, and we were looking, and it was like,
I'm gonna have a look. I need to go
Yeah.
and just have a look so
there
I
was
can
some
like let people know.
There's a lot of older men on there,
Oh right, okay.
but like,
fair
but a
enough.
lot of them are. If you read the comments, he's married, he's got a wife and kids, he's
Yeah,
got
because I suppose
this.
Facebook is a little bit older.
Yeah.
But if we
If we
spread the news
provide
around the
this,
clients and
yeah,
stuff,
we
let's
can
get
get
some
some
young
younger
people.
people.
on
But
there.
if you keep scrolling, every so often there'll be like our age group, and you'll see someone who we know. That there's a couple of people
Oh my
who
God,
we
I
know on
wanna
there.
see.
Yeah, and I was like, fucking hell, this needs to be shared. So what was it called?
Are we dating the same guy?
You know what
And
to
then
do.
put your area.
Yeah, you know what to do, and see if
I
your
heard
man's on
about.
there.
I'm sure I heard about it on TikTok, or someone said, It might have been in the girls' bathroom.
Was it?
A while ago, they said, oh, there should be a page where you can like put it on, or some kind of podcast. They said you should be able to put the guy on, then everyone like lets you know if anything bad happened. And obviously, someone's actually set up that page.
It's amazing. There's loads of members as well. Like, I think I was looking at the London one, there was like 49,000 members. And I was like, that's fucking amazing. Because imagine if you do date someone and everyone's like, oh my God, he's a fucking serial killer. And you'd be like,
oh.
and there's
Well,
like
you
loads
saved
of
your
people.
time.
Yeah. Like, thank you
This
for saving my
girl, I
life.
think she'd just been on like 1 or 2 dates, and she was like, she put any tea or any red flags. People commented like, he's alright, doesn't take rejection well. So it's like, okay, no,
It's not even that bad stuff.
And then the
do you know
girl
what I mean? Just
replied
nice
and
to
was
know.
like, do you know what, that makes sense because he said this, this, and this. And they were like, yeah, but this was 4 years ago, like, don't worry, we might have changed. So there's a lot of benefit of the doubt. It's not just
Yeah.
like slating them.
Yeah,
A lot of them are like, oh, it was 5 years ago, so he might have changed.
yeah.
I was like,
'Cause
oh,
one of
that is
them-
brilliant.
Someone said on one of them that we read the comments on, and it was like, oh, you just slept with me and never spoke to me again. And I was thinking, but maybe that was just
You.
the scenario. Yeah, maybe that was just
I
you.
wouldn't
Maybe
put
that
that
was
on
just the
Facebook.
environment. Yeah, that's not a bad.
Yeah, one night stands are
Thing.
quite common, I feel like.
Yeah, unless
You could be
like.
single.
Yeah,
He has every
like-
right to do that.
Yeah. So like some people were saying like maybe they're just jealous and they're just like don't talk
Yeah.
to him.
Don't talk to him.
But I
He
loved
left
the
me.
whole like girl support
Yeah,
of
I
it.
love that.
Like I loved it.
It's so clever of us girls.
Yeah. I was like, we need to make one.
God.
We need
To be
make
single
one.
in this day and age. I'm going to tell my friends right now.
But
about
how
it, my
did we
single
not know
ones.
that existed? And it's
I
been
think it
around
must
for a
be quite
while.
new.
Do you
I
think?
I think I heard about it first, maybe last year. People talking
Really?
about, oh, they've got these pages, but to actually physically see it being used, I
Yeah.
think it's more of a new thing.
Amazing.
Especially Nottingham,
Yeah.
I think that's quite new.
I might join it tonight and just have a look.
I
I
know,
did
I
type my
will.
boyfriend's name in just to
Did
make sure
you?
he wasn't on there. He wasn't on there.
Oh, I got nice to have a look.
Yeah.
I don't think I won't be on there. It's such a green flag.
But I thought, imagine if I type his name right now in the middle of the hairdressers and he comes up and everyone's going to be like, fuck. And
You'd
then
be
it's
like-
like the rest of the hour is going to be silence. And then I'm like, fuck. And he didn't come up and my hairdresser was like, thank fuck. She was like, I'm not even typing my boyfriend's
You'd have
name
to
in.
search all your exes. I want to search everybody I can ever think of, anyone I've ever spoke to,
Yeah.
boys I went to school with. I really want to know.
Players that you
put
just
my little
know
2
of.
pence-
Yeah, like I want to see if they're
see
on
if
there.
he's on there.
Yeah.
Put my 2 pence in.
But that's your homework for the day, girls.
Yeah. Are we dating the same guy?
Yeah.
From Nottingham, it's are we dating the same guy? Nottingham, Derby, Leicester. //
Go join, go be a member.
Let's have a look.
But yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you again soon.
Hopefully more of us.
Yeah, bye.